Hello everybody, hoping you have a really good day so far. I know we're all just struggling to get through this tough time at the moment, but just keep your chin up, and hopefully we'll get to see each other very soon. So just trying to keep everyone's spirits up. I'm doing a little video. I did do a little poll on my Instagram this morning, asked a few questions, and people voted for an Instagram TV video, so a longer video, a full face, and including like skin and base. And on my last check, I think people did want more of like a coloured eye, but I feel like because I do tend to do those a lot more often, I did go with the smoky eye, just because I've had a lot of requests of people wanting to see how I do the smoky eye. So I've chosen today to do the smoky eye a little bit more intense than what I would normally go for in my other photos and things like that, just to kind of give a little bit of a variety. Again, in the video I will explain how you can change it up if you don't want it to be as heavy, but I think because of the skin that I'm doing today, I've done it a little bit heavier just to kind of give a bit of a contrast. So as the weather's getting a little bit warmer, I mean it's not too sunny today, but as it is getting a little bit warmer, I just thought I'd do a really pretty summer bronzed skin, using really kind of light textured products, nothing too heavy on the face, nothing too thick, just really kind of glowy and bronzed and highlighted, all kind of warm toned colours, and as little product on the skin as possible, and just kind of using really glowy kind of finished products. And yeah, I mean I have really oily skin, so you can do this if you do have oily skin. You just use slightly different primers and just set it in certain areas with transparent powder or translucent powder as well. Just give me a message if you do have any questions about different kind of skin types creating this look. But yeah, so this is just a really kind of glam evening look, especially for the summer. Like I said, beautiful if you're caught in golden hour. At this time of the year, it's usually around maybe 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Oh my god, if you're caught in golden hour outside with this look, you will be glowing, and you'll just look really fresh. Your skin will look beautiful, really healthy, and you've obviously got that sultry smolder smoky eye as well, so it's just like a really kind of sexy look to go for, especially when we all kind of can get back together and go out, be sat in the beer gardens. You'll be absolutely belle of the ball, glowing. So yeah, get practicing. If you have any questions, just give me a message or comment below, and I really hope that you like the following video. So as you can see there, all I did was just add a little bit of concealer just with a brush. You can do with a sponge if you like. I do normally like to use a sponge, but when I want something to be a little bit lighter, especially concealer wise, I just kind of use a tiny bit of concealer on the brush and just kind of get it in the areas where I need it. So mainly focusing kind of under and around the eyes, mainly, particularly because I feel like especially in the corners here I'm a bit darker. So the reason why I've put the concealer on first rather than afterwards, you can add it afterwards if you want to, if you do prefer to do that, but I tend, when I want just like a really kind of, not natural, but like when I want more of a almost more natural look, rather than being really kind of highlighted under the eyes glam, you know, like the whole Kim Kardashian baking kind of look. If I don't want that kind of effect, which is usually what I do on a night out, but more for like day to day, or you know, just work, or just like for really pretty summer looks, I do prefer just to have it more of like a uniformed colour, except for your bronzing and things like that. So I don't like it to be too light under the eye, so that's why I just add the concealer on beforehand, just to kind of highlight under the eyes, lighten under the eyes to match the rest of the colour on the face, really. You can lighten it if you want to, that's totally personal preference, but for this particular look I am just going to keep it nice and fresh, and just kind of really an overall kind of colour tone. Okay, so now I've done the eyebrows and just give them a little bit of a brush through, a little bit of a brush up. I'm gonna go ahead and do the eyes. Okay, so you're probably thinking, oh my god, this looks so ugly right now. But honestly, this is one of the quickest ways I like to do like a classic smoky eye, is to just really get the eyeliner on, smudge it out with a brush, and then go back in and perfect it. Another way that you can do this, if you don't want it to be too dark, is to use more of like a brown eyeliner rather than a black. I have used a black because I want it to be kind of like a deep smoky eye, like a smoky eye. Smoky eyes are supposed to look smoky and like, you know, like smoke, so that's why I've done it this way. So I'm just applying my lip liner, and I don't want my line to be too harsh. I think sometimes when you do it, when you've got like a really like kind of really pretty summer skin look, and then like a stronger bold eye, you don't want your lips to be too bold. If you do, that's totally fine, that's up to you. But me personally, I like my lips to look plump but not kind of too structured. So I'm just sticking with more natural tones and then kind of just buffing the edges out just to blur them a little bit. Saving the best till last. Always do highlighter last. I always do. I'm not telling you to. It's just personal preference because it's my favourite bit. And it just enhances that gorgeous summer glow, especially if it's a more golden colour. And you just want to pick up the areas where the sun will hit. Okay, so there we are. Finished overall look. You don't have to go with the glossy lip if you don't want to. I don't normally go for a glossy lip, but I felt like it quite went with this finish and with this look. Quite happy with it. If you want to add more kind of contour, add more contour. If you don't want to have as much contour, if you want more blush, if you want to add freckles, all of that kind of, yeah, it all kind of goes. Totally personal preference, and yeah, so I hope you like my video. Bye.